town.
Out of the West, Dick Powell, Zane Gray Theater, Night Star Lou Ayres.
Dixon, take care of Noah. Get me a piece of cloth. Useless poltroons. What are y'all standing here for? Like a bunch of gravestones. Why don't you go after the Mansons?
Oh, they're clear away by now, Mr. King. We couldn't catch them now.
What happened? I heard shooting.
What happened? Mr. Marshal Case, wants to know what happened. Where were you? Hiding under your bed?
I was home. I hurried over as soon as I heard the shots.
Yeah, as soon as you knew you were safe.
Who were they, anyway?
Ray and Ben Manson. Who do you think?
They killed Nolan.
Not only Nolan. They killed the self-respect of just about every man in town. If they had any.
Don't worry, Mr. King. I'll take care of them.
You town marshal. I wouldn't sign you on as a cabin boy. Better take him to Doc Winters.
Give me a hand. Mr. King?
What is it?
Well, my name's Jud Lester. I just got into town yesterday. What's this all about?
You got eyes, ain't you? Wouldn't stand up to save their own hides. If you've got any brains, you keep moving. Find yourself a town worth living in.
Wish I could have helped, but I didn't have a gun.
Yeah, a lot of them will have the same excuse.
By the way, I'm a lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yes, I thought maybe my opening a new office might be worth a mention in your paper.
Lawyer, indeed. What this town needs first is some law. Close it.
You got a gun?
No,
How far away's your horse?
I haven't got one. You're pretty badly hurt.
Ben Manson. Is he dead?
No, but he's bleeding pretty badly.
Ben Manson. You got him. You got him, son. Where you from?
Back east, St. Louis mostly.
Well, how'd it happen? You just walk in on him and shoot him?
I didn't shoot him.
Oh, this is just what I've been praying for. A man to walk into this town. A man these trembling ninnies can look up to.
I told you I didn't shoot him. I didn't.
Well, I heard the shot myself. I'm just 2 doors from you.
He took a shot at me before he passed out. Must have been wounded in the street. He was hiding in here when I came in.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice shooting, son. You weren't aiming to kill him, so you got him in his firing arm, huh?
I didn't even have a gun.
What's that in your hand?
Well, that's his. I picked it up when he fell.
Well, then hang on to it. You're just what this town needs.
Mr. King, you don't know anything about me.
Hmm? You're a lawyer.
Yes?
Married?
Yes.
And you come out here to make a life for yourselves, huh? Well, that's good enough for me. Hey, you, come here, all of you. Lend a hand here. Somebody get a shutter, something to carry a wounded man on. Mr. Lester, Jud, just shot Ben Manson.
You shot Ben Manson? Somebody better get the doctor.
The doc says Ben's gonna be all right. At least he'll live long enough to be hanged.
Yeah, good enough for him.
And here's the man that shot him, Jud Lester, new lawyer come to town.
Well, how'd you do it, Jud? Well, after what happened in the street, I went back to my office and, well, I guess I was just lucky. I saw him before he saw me. I thought at first he might be a new client, but then I knew he couldn't be. He was too prosperous looking. Anyway, we've now got Manson where he belongs. And that's the important thing.
I've been saying we ought to make Jud town marshal.
We could use a good marshal.
Oh, no, now, wait a minute. No, we haven't been giving Mr. Case very much help. We could hardly expect him to handle the Mansons alone.
You did.
Well, I told you I was lucky. And Ben was only one of them. What we've got to do now is to see that he's brought to trial for murder.
Right, Jud. There'll be a meeting in this office here tonight to form a protection committee in case Ray Manson gets any ideas about springing his brother Ben out of jail. Any man who's got the guts to defend himself in this town is welcome. Jud here'll head the committee. Won't you, son?
Sure. Sure, I'll be there. Terribly sorry. I had forgotten I'd locked it.
Jud, what happened? I just heard they said it.
That I shot Ben Manson, captured him single-handed.
I'm so proud of you.
It's been a long time since you've had a reason to be proud of me, isn't it?
Oh, I always knew all you ever needed was the right chance.
Nan, listen. Capturing Ben Manson, it wasn't as much of an achievement as people think. But when I was talking to everyone outside the sheriff's office, I could sort of feel that they liked me, that they believed in me, that they wanted to believe in me.
That's all you've ever needed.
That and a few clients, maybe. Oh, look at this office. I've got to get it cleaned up. I've got a hunch we're going to get some business.
Let me help. There's a broom out back.
Oh, I can handle it.
I want to.
Oh, well, it's... Honey, I didn't...
Nothing ever really changes, does it, Jud?
Man, believe me,
Massachusetts and Capricorn case. First you told us we couldn't try him. Then you told us we couldn't find 12 men in this town with the guts to convict him. But we did, didn't we?
I'm giving Jud full credit for that. But it's one
Everybody in the territory knows Ben's going to hang tomorrow morning, and you can bet Ray Manson does, too.
Of course.
Now, if he was going to stop us, he'd have done it by now.
I don't think he expected us to convict Ben in the first place. If I know Ray Manson, he isn't going to stand by and let his brother hang. He's just biding his time. He's waiting for the right moment. Like right out there in the street tomorrow.
What are you getting at? What do you want to do, Case?
Well, now, Ben has been convicted and sentenced fair and square, hasn't he?
That's right. So?
Well, what are we waiting for? Why do we have to put it off? Why do we have to wait till tomorrow to hang him?
You mean take him out now? In the dark?
Why not?
Because we're men, not moles afraid of the daylight.
Well, now, wait a minute, Mr. King. I'm not so sure Case ain't right. There's no point in asking for trouble.
No, and well, I'm not thinking of myself either. But giving Ben a public hanging out there in the street, it's just like inviting Ray Manson and the others to come into town and kill all the people they can.
Or inviting them to come in and get killed themselves.
What do you mean, Jud?
What's your idea?
Get them all at once.
Huh?
And we can pull our pickets about dawn tomorrow and leave every road to town wide open. And then we'll take Ben to the scaffold. Just a small group of us, about 5 or 6. And if the Manson gang try to rescue him, we'll be ready for them.
By Kansas, that'll do it. You can count on me.
I'm sick of the Mansons, too. I'll help.
We'll need 2 more.
They've never been anything but trouble since the day they were born. I'm with you. Well, why not? Sounds to me like it'll work.
1 more.
Well,
I'm not saying I'm against it. All right. You're running it, Jud. You tell me what you want me to do, and I'll try to do it.
Fine. We'll say that this is the street. Here is the scaffold.
Shut up. Shut up in there. Will you stop that noise? Now, what do you want?
I'm out of water.
I feel sorry for you, Case.
Sorry.
You're the fella's gonna try to hang me.
Maybe I ain't running this.
Ain't nobody in this town big enough to do it.
It's big enough to shoot you and bring you in.
Shoot me? Who shot me?
Jud Lester.
That lawyer fella? He didn't shoot me. One of the boys did it. He got me by mistake.
That's a pretty thin story.
I stepped into his line of fire. When my horse bolted, I ran into that lawyer's office.
You're lying, Ben.
Why don't you look around outside that lawyer's back door? You find bloodstains. Now, if he shot me inside his office, how come I bled outside? How come, Case? Smart city lawyer. He sure sold you a handful of nothing.
Will you shut up?
Case, I'll make it look good for you. You came a little too close. I grabbed your gun, see? Now, nobody could blame you for that. And even if they do, it's better than getting your head shot off. You got no chance. Which do you want to be, Case? Smart or dead?
All right, Ben. But you don't get a gun. Hold it.
I promised you I'd make it look good for your Case. I'd make it look even better, but that'd wake up the whole town.
Listen. Ben Manson. You get in there and make a noise when he passes. I'll do the rest. Lay low to Doc Winters, and stay with him this time.
You're not only a coward, you're a liar. You let Ben escape. You let him go because you were afraid to face Ray Manson and the others tomorrow morning.
We heard a shot. What happened?
Case let Manson escape.
He got away?
No, we stopped him at the edge of town. He's over Doc Winters. He'll be all right.
You backed out after all. Couldn't go through with it.
Well, maybe I'm just not as clever as you.
What do you mean by that?
You fooled us all, didn't you? And you were the one that was going to show us how to get the Mansons. Gonna take my job.
What are you talking about?
Ben was shot by one of his own men. Our lawyer friend here just took the credit for it.
Who said that?
Well, why don't you ask him? You still gonna tell us you shot him?
No.
Jud.
No, I didn't shoot.
Well, why did you tell
Right
us?
outside here, you told all of them.
Yeah, how you got the drop on it?
Wait a minute. It was my fault. I talked Jud into it.
Why?
I thought if we had just one man in this town we could look up to and be proud of, we might all stop acting like a school of frightened mackerel when we heard the name of Manson.
Wait, where are you going?
There isn't any more to be said, is there?
That's a good thing Case found out in time.
Before you got us all killed.
Believe in your big talk. Thank heavens we didn't hang Ben.
Wait a minute, you idiots. All of you.
Come on, Case. We better get that cut fixed up.
But we've still got Ben and a chance to get the whole gang.
All right, Jud. We'll stay away from him. You handle it.
Come on, man, let's go.
Where, Jud? We have to stay and see this thing through.
There's nothing left to stay here for. It's all over.
It's not all over. The people here believed in you. And what's more important, you believed in yourself.
How long do you want me to go on lying to myself?
But, son, you're still the same man you were an hour ago.
Jud, listen to me. Ever since we've been married, I've been waiting and praying for you to become the man I knew you could be. This last week, everything's been different. You've been a man I could love and admire. That drawer's been locked for a week, Jud. If you see this through, you'll never have to open it again.
That's no good, Nan. Just wouldn't work.
Look here, Jud. You're not trying to run away from Ray Manson, are you?
Of course not.
Well, that's a good place to start from, because I ain't either.
Well, what good's that? The two of us against the Mansons?
Oh, look, son. The rest of them are mad right now because they're afraid. And nobody likes to be afraid. But let me tell you something. You got this town up off its back. Put some guts into it. They like that. And they'd find it hard to give it up. I think they'll still go along with you. All I want to know is, can you lead them?
I don't know, Mr. King. I just don't know.
Well, what now? Did you and those other chicken-livered termites give Ben Manson the best horse in town to get away on?
No, we didn't give him nothing. He's still at the docks. And I swore I'd horsewhip the man who let him get away. Look, Jud, that plan of yours was a good one. And I figure it still is. Now, I don't know about the rest of them, but if you're still willing to go through with it, I'd like to help.
Hallelujah. It's awakening day. That makes three of us. The odds are shortening. What do you say?
Those idiots are really going through with it.
Yeah, but you don't see that lawyer fella sticking his neck out.
Those two must be crazy to think they can face up to the whole gang.
Yeah.
All right, the party's over. Come on down, Ben. Hold it. You might hit Ben. Come on, Ben. Come on down. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. Cover me. I'm going up and get him. All right, you two. Come on down. right, Ben?
That's not Ben Manson. That's Jud Lester.
Codfish. We walked the plank and lived to talk about it.
I had my doubts for a while.
We got them all, Jud. It's over.